Hey guys, welcome to another explain video here. We are back at Beijing International from the last video, and we are at Terminal 2, okay, stand 220, and we are flying with Garuda Indonesia today, as you can see here. Well, of course, we are going to Indonesia today, and we are going to specifically Bali, Denpasar, and that is going to be a long haul flight, so that is about 6.5 hours, and the estimated departure timing, or the scheduled departure timing, is 2 minutes from now, which is 0105 Zulu, but it's basically impossible. So yeah, our scheduled arrival is 0730 Zulu. Local time is, I think, let's see, what is their time now? Okay, their arrival time, so the arrival timing will be about 5:30 local time, of 3:30, yeah, 3:30 actually, sorry. So it will be a daytime landing, and it will also be a daytime departure, because it is currently 9:04 a.m. local time in Beijing here, and the time zone is the same for Beijing and Bali, so yeah, whatever. And so we have 60 tons of fuel today, 7.4 tons for reserves, and we will be cruising at flight level 331 because of China's aviation rules. So we'll be cruising at flight level 331, and our flight number is Garuda 893. So yeah, and if you of course have paid attention, at the bottom right there should be this two thingy over here that is actually the throttle display. So if I move my throttle up and down, you can see that it's moving, and in the cockpit, yeah, it is also moving. So yeah, anyways, let's get started with our cockpit preparation, and let's turn on the windows heat, the hydraulics, turn off the fuel pump, we don't need it now, the passenger signs, anti-ice, and the reset fans, temperature set to auto, packs and trims, and pressurizations. Right, let's go back to our FMC now. We'll request our route today, which is Zulu Bravo Alpha Alpha Whiskey Alpha Delta Delta, which there is of course going to be invalid flight plan, and it will be the first few waypoints. Hallelujah. Wow, there's a lot of waypoints to key in now if you want to do this to me, because yeah, there's a lot of waypoints. Why did I even choose to go towards there? Hold on. Can I change the flight plan route to direct to some other waypoint? Okay, let's see. Is this waypoint multiple? No, this is not. So we can change that to Whiskey X-Ray India. Yep, alright, let us read down the flight plan then. Hopefully now it is better. Just give me a few moments while I download the flight plan from SimBrief. And there we go, got a flight plan. Let's now request our new route, which is over here. And we got another one, which is... How are you invalid when I just keyed you in and there's no other waypoints for it? Wow, alright. That makes sense. Totally does make sense. Is there another waypoint that I can select instead? This is getting annoying. Maybe we just do a coma. Okay, well, let's try a coma then. Just a little bit further down. Come on, SimBrief. And you're done. Alright. It always takes around 15 seconds for them to finish anything. So go, let's request the new route. Ooh, wow. A coma is invalid? Really? How is a coma invalid? Okay. Alright, how about this? Let me just key in the entire route manually, which will take, of course, forever. But yeah, whatever. That's the only thing that I can really do now, since this thing is trying to annoy the hell out of me. So yeah, let's just key in the original route and start from there. So yeah, I guess I'll be right back in a second. Right, now that we are done filing my flight plan or keying my flight plan route, I skipped a lot of waypoints in between just because I didn't want to take the time to key in each and every single one, because they will be like around 10 nautical miles apart, which will be not sensible, and they're basically in a straight line too, so yeah, there's no point. And so yeah, so our departure here is the runway 18 left, and the departure city is the LADIX 8 Foxtrot. There we go. Arrivals is the GALKO 3 Charlie arrival. There we go. And we will do the visuals or RNF. I will do RNF then. And where is the transition? Oh god. Bali, Denpasar. Let's see, what is the transition for that waypoint? It is either Delta 401 or Kuta, which is basically either one actually. On sim brief there is the Kuta transition, so I'll take the Kuta transition. So everything should be set and ready. Yep, as expected. we'll plan our arrival first. So we'll have to be at flight level 190 over there. So we'll put 29,000 feet, or flight level 290 over there, and from there that will be the waypoint where before that we will descend. So we'll activate and execute the flight. Request our performance, gross weight, and 0 fuel weight. Our reserves is 7.4. Cost index is 77. Cruise altitude is flight level 31. Correct. Yep. There we go. And everything is set. The step climb, I will do it on my own. I will not be following the FMC today. So, yep. The flight number is Garuda 893. So it's Golf India Alpha 893. And the real flight today is also flying the 777-300, not ER. So there is a big difference there, but I mean, it's close enough. It's still a 777 that I'm flying, so yeah, whatever. Alright, let us go to the thrust limiters page, and the runway at Beijing here is, let's see, how long is it? It is, does it not say on the charts? It is 3.8 kilometers. Alright, so we should be enough for negative 15% degrees, not degrees, 15% deceleration of thrust limiters, and climb 1 power. The temperature here is 24 degrees Celsius, so let's just set 24 degrees Celsius there. Takeoff, request the trims and center of gravity, flaps 5, and there's our V speeds. Gross weight is 262 for departure, and those are our V speeds again. So our V2 is 169, VR is 155, and our V1 is 143. Right, so our trims is 5.8. Let's set 5.8 for our trims. Oh, 5.8 set. But the radar and the airport, the data goes on. The VOR goes on. Traffic goes on. Auto throttle and flight director goes on. LNAV and flight change. Auto brake set to RTO. Set the runway heading of let's see, what's the runway heading? It is 179. There we go. Set our altitude to flight level 331. There we go. And we'll armor flight deck doors. So we are basically ready for the before start. We will set our pushback plan first. So runway 18 left. Wow, why does this look like cartoonish? Interesting. So 18 left is over here. So that's probably our holding point, and we will just do nose right, tail left here. So push. Oh wait, let's see. Is there any pushback instructions? No, I don't think so. So I guess we shall just push back from I'm not sure whether to take this taxiway here or this taxiway here. I think I'll just take this one because it's much easier. So push all the way back there, and then we'll turn over here. And that's our end point over there. Alright.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Right, let us start our APU. By the pushback, you can come in.
Ground to cockpit.
Ground
TOW is
handling
driving up.
can go away. It's pretty fast for the ground power to go away. Fuel pumps to the left. Left aft fuel pumps go on. Hydraulics all goes on. Beacon lights go on. It was just set to be tug. Okay, where is the tug? Better push back.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
It's probably very loud because it's very loud from this level. Yeah. Right, this thing is about to connect.
TOW connected and bypass been inserted. Release parking brake.
Right. Once we release our parking brakes, the ground handling will disappear. The auto gate will disappear. And they will start our pushback. So, and our right aft door needs to be on, off. I mean closed. Spoilers, because the reason why spoilers was actually down is because I was actually using reversers just now to taxi into position. The spawn point was over there, and tried to use the pushback truck, but it moved me to the left instead. So I decided to start out all my engines and use reverse thrust because I was a little bit in front, and yeah, whatever. So yep, before that, let's set our QNH for the airport, which is 1010. There we go, and let us remove our parking brakes.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Right, engine to start. And put another fuel pumps. And fuel flow. Is that a tunnel? Yeah, look at that. It's a tunnel. But unfortunately the map maker didn't make a real tunnel here, so it's close enough. The textures in this airport look yeah. Alright. Wow, look at that. There's actually a HSBC jet median. But I'm pretty sure it's not auto gate, so yeah. Whatever. Engine 1, let's go. And oh my god, come on. Fuel flow. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Fuel flow, please. There we go. How far do you need me to drag you? It's insane. Oh, never mind. I guess the pushback is supposed to be over here, and yeah, I screwed it up. Oh well. It's a bit too late now, so it's alright. Right, then both engines are started, APU goes off. Set our flaps to 5. Right. I think there's anything left. Let's check the checklist just in case I forgot about anything. So before taxi, APU is off. Flaps is set to 5. Trims is set to 5.8. Recon is checked. Anti-ice is set to auto. Flight controls to full left, full right, full up, full down, right or left, and right or right. Neutral. Controls are checked.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Has been set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Alright, we'll wait for the truck to go away before we turn on our lights. So in the meantime, our taxi route would of course be straight down and turn right at over whatever that place is, which is Mike 2, right? And our holding point will be over there, which is, I'm not sure what is it. It shall be. Nope, it doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't say. Rip me. Yeah, there's no signs for it. So let's see what.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Right, the truck is gone, so our runway turn off lights and taxi lights can come on. And he has given us a hand signal, so let us get out of here. Right, let's put in some power. Taxi. Some power, please. There you go. And there he goes, the pushback guy. I reckon our spoilers in the meantime. Here we go. Spoilers has been set to up. Just like the livery is a bit too plain for Garuda Indonesia. I mean, it's probably just like this in real life, but it's a lot of white on the plane itself, and of course I think it might look better in real life without all those stripes on the plane that you can see, like over here. And yeah. Set idle thrust so that I won't overspeed, which I probably, okay, never mind, I'm not overspeeding yet, so it's pretty nice. Where is Mike 2? Mike 2 is over there, so with that right over there. And since there is no one at the airport, I don't need to announce to everyone on the VSync server that I'm taking off. So yep, terrain radar can go on. Transponder set to TARA. And I'm not sure why that wheel sound is back. Pretty sure I didn't even update explain. Maybe I did to 11.05 release 2 and I did forget to remove it, so yeah, it's possible. This is our right turn over here. And we'll hold up there at a holding point. To be honest, we don't need to. So landing lights come on, strobe lights go on, taxi lights go off, and we're ready for departure. So let us just line up with the runway and we shall depart out of here. So our departure time
approaching 18
it
left.
is let's see, 25 minutes after the scheduled timing, which is currently now 0130 Zulu. So yeah, whatever.
On runway 18 left.
Right, here we go. 60% power. Engines stable. Awesome. Goodbye, Beijing, I guess. $80 knots. I would wish to go to the wing view now, but I have a crosswind, so it's not a good idea. We shall do it anyways.
V1.
V1. And rotate. And we have a positive radar climb. Gear up. And the fog suddenly seems to clear. Makes sense in real life, doesn't it? Just kidding, but yeah. I can set our autopilot speed now to 250.
Pull up.
Why are you scared to pull? Oh my god. I'm trying to set my autopilot things
Terrain.
here.
Terrain.
Let's just set autopilot now so that it doesn't complain at me. Pretty view out there. Not exactly sure why the runway lights are on, but alright, whatever. Let me reduce the rate of climb. Gain some speed. Speed brakes goes to neutral. Alright, what is the transition for this airport? It is flight level 118. Alright. It's quite far away. That could be the thumbnail right there. Quite a lot of roads here, surprisingly. Normally X-Plane doesn't have that much autogen. but alright. Alright then. Landing lights can come up now because I don't need it. And flaps 1. After a long time, finally, flaps 1. And flaps up. Oh god. No, please. There we go. I guess the weather was changing then, so that's why there was a bit of a lag then. But other than that, it should be fine. I am maintaining around 30 plus FPS without much problems, so technically I do have the auto load plugin, so I mean I wouldn't be getting less than 25. At least that's what I've set in the settings, so it should be pretty nice. Of course, unless there is a weather change and the weather has to update right away. Of course, get less than 10 frames per second for that, a few milliseconds there, but that's about it. We shall set the VNAV speed now, which is 307. Alright, I will just wait for the wait for the aircraft to pass 10,000 feet before I engage VNAV. Actually, I don't think engaging VNAV right away is a good idea, because I would rather speed up to 307 knots first, so that I wouldn't be just gaining speed and maintaining an altitude. This should be a temporary feature. Yep, there we go. So we'll set our speed now to 307. Correct. 307. And we will speed up here. Airport is still behind us. And the route is basically, I'm not sure why, you know, I'm sure why there is a thingy here, the band here. It's because of the seat departure. The seat departure requires you to, the end of the seat departure is at LADIX, so that's why there is a right turn back to the route. And from then on, the route is basically somewhat a straight line towards the destination. So, yep. And the transition is 118, so we can switch now to standard altimeter. Reduce our rate of climb to gain a bit more speed. For a headwind of 12 knots. Well, okay, let's see what is our expected winds for the trip. Give me a second. Trying to check it out. So we are basically in the jet stream right now, so we will have a somewhat headwind of 7 crosswind and headwind of 70 plus knots at the cruise altitude. And from there on, when we are out of the jet stream, we would have the same amount of wind of about, I mean, same heading of wind about 20 plus knots. And then when we are a little bit down, when we are about at Hong Kong, we will have about 7 knots wind which is quite calm. And then from there on, we will have a crosswind along the opposite direction, which is basically blowing towards my aircraft direction. Okay, basically where I'm facing now, towards the right, that's where it will be blowing, and will be a tiny bit of a tailwind, but that's about it. Yeah, it's only gonna be a tiny bit of tailwind all the way until we reach Bali. So that's about it. And yeah, alright, let us set VNAV now. There you go, VNAV is stable. And there's no problem, so guess I can leave it here. Let VNAV climb the cruise. What's the climb rate? Wow, that climb rate. Alright, whatever. Anyways, I will let the simulator. Not simulator. I will let the recording stop here, and I'll be back once I'm at my top of 10 descent. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the music, and I will be back in a moment. We are nearly at our top of descent, and we should start to slow down soon. So let's set our speed to 280 knots instead of traveling at Mach 0.87, and this will not be a VNAV descent, so just be a regular descent by myself, because I don't trust VNAV, because it has failed for me, at least for the last 3 or 4 flights, so I don't trust it now. So yeah, alright, let's set our altitude to flight level 190. Let's due to that, go flight level 190 to be at flight level 190 by Kerbal, which is over there. So let us start our descent, and we'll set all brakes to 1. Should be enough. The runway at the airport is 3 kilometers long, so I guess yeah, it's long enough. So descend a bit faster. What surprises me is that for this star arrival, it's flight level 190 here, and after 30 nautical miles, it's only 1,000 feet below. So yeah, it's pretty interesting to say the least. So I guess I'll be stabilizing there for a bit. So let us tell everyone that we're starting our descent. Denpasar traffic. What's our call sign? Garuda something something something. Garuda 893. Starting descent from flight level 370. For the arrival. It's the GALKO 3 Charlie arrival, and expecting 09 on F09. There we go. Right, so let's set our minimums, which okay, runway 09 on F. The minimums here is, since we are not using VNAV, it will be 359, but rounded up is 360. So there we go, 360 is set, and the approach is pretty straightforward. It's just about a straight line. I mean, I could show you guys, but it's nothing much. So where is it? Display capture. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward for the arrival here, and of course the minimums is 3594 for radio and 370 for barrel. Maybe I should set barrel because it's more accurate. So it's probably a good idea. And this is the airport itself. It's just one runway with one main taxiway with 2 exit and entrance, and this is the entire terminal over here. So I also do not have the Aerosoft Bali Denpasar, so don't expect any Aerosoft Bali Denpasar, but rather just a freeware from the X-Plane forums, which looks decent enough. It's close to a my god, stop lagging please. There we go. It's close to a mimic to the real life airport, but it's not that close. The textures are a bit pixelated, and the stands at the northwest are basically on the taxi line, so there is no way for me to park at stand 1 to stand 5, and yeah, therefore I have to park at something else rather than those stands. But anyways, those stands cannot hold the 777 either, so there's no point when talking about it. So the descent checklist, and FMC has been programmed. It's the same basically, because the winds did not change much at all. When I was taking off, the winds were around 090, and it's now 010, so yeah, there's no much change in the wind direction. Anti-ice is on auto as usual. Auto brake set to 1. Landing data will be set before landing. Approach briefing is basically completed. The arrival is basically from GALKO over here, and we just come in through the arrivals. And oh, what? There's Singapore 939 at Denpasar right now. Right, that guy is pushing back, whatever. So anyways, our our altitude restrictions are, of course, flight level 190 at Kerbal, flight level 180 at that waypoint there, 10,000 feet at Kasab, 8,000 feet at Cario, and that's all the speed I mean altitude restriction afterwards, and we have a 240 knots restriction at Carrier, so that is something I have to take note too. So yeah, minimums has been set to hold on, let me change it to barrel instead. Come on. There we go. Alright, set to barrel 370. And yep, there we go, minimums has been set. And altimeters for the airport. Let's check what's the altimeters at Denpasar. It is QNH 1010, which is basically the same, if I'm correct, should be 1010, that I have set over there. The temperature there is 28 degrees Celsius, so I don't think I need to key that in. Yeah, I don't need to, because apparently this aircraft does not support that. The visibility there is more than 10 kilometers or more. Winds are 120 and 16 knots, so basically we will have a pretty strong headwind, crosswind-ish. So yeah, the airport information was received 23 minutes ago, so the winds might have changed, I'm not sure. The clouds are broken at 1,500 feet, so we will not have visibility until we pass those clouds, if I'm correct. And there is no expected significant change afterwards. So that's about it for the META information for Bali Denpasar. We'll set the runway heading, which let's check what is the runway heading. It is 087. And let me brief on the go around. So basically, if we want to go around, we will let's step climb to the airport. So if we want to go around, we will fly straight and then turn right. We'll fly straight, climb to 2,000 feet and turn right over here back to Kuta and hold here and descend back when we are ready. So that should be about it. And the holding how do you call it? The holding direction is this direction over here. So when I want to go around, I do not head towards Kuta, I head towards somewhere over here, and then we will circle Kuta if I need to. If not, I'll just come back for another approach, and that's about it for the go around. So let us set back to the normal map. And wow, that was a fast push and start, to be honest. Alright, whatever. And oh yes, forgot to mention that there is 2 more other aircrafts approaching Denpasar. There's that Thai Airways, if I'm correct. Oh no, it's not Thai Airways. Vietnam Airlines, if I'm correct. 461 and KLM835. So basically, the Vatastics ETA for me is 0743 Zulu. For the Vietnam Airlines, it is 0747 Zulu, and the KLM835 is 0744 Zulu. So basically, we are gonna arrive at around the same timing, so we will have to space ourselves out. And yeah, as for the altitude, the KLM is apparently still at cruising. I'm not sure why. The Vietnam Airlines is starting his descent very soon, and the Vietnam Airlines apparently flew from Amsterdam Schiphol to Denpasar, and the KLM835 is from Singapore. So yeah, but to be honest, the KLM835's original location is also from Amsterdam Schiphol. So I mean, both of them are, I guess, from Amsterdam Schiphol, the original starting position. But yeah, whatever. So yeah, that's about it. Let's reduce our speed to 270 knots, so we won't be overspeeding when we reach 10,000 feet. The transition for this airport is flight level 130, so that is something I can also take note of. And yeah, so I will basically cut right here once again, and I will be back when I am somewhere at Kekoa, or maybe even further down. Yeah, probably further down, in between Kekoa and Kasap. where I will meet my transition. So yeah, I'll be right back in a second. Right, we are approaching 13,000 feet of flight level 130, and that's our transition. And of course, that's that KLM over there. I can't do nothing much about it, other than to avoid him as much as I can. So let's set our transition. Our QNH for the airport now, and it of course is 1010 as I have said just now. And yeah, alright, let's send our landing lights down because we're approaching 10,000 feet. Alright, for the before landing lights are on. Spoilers can go to, oh wait, hold on, let me check whether I need to use my spoilers later on. And 20 nautical miles should be enough to not use my spoilers. So the spoilers to arm, I'll disarm it if I need to later on. Recall is checked and altimeter has been set. So before landing is complete, except for my landing speed, which set to 2 for gross weight, and our landing speed is 146 knots, flaps 30. Right, and I might have to break some rules here to either let him go first or I shall speed up in front of him. So I'll go direct to carrier. Let's see, which is that guy? KLM British. There we go. I will ask him to slow down a little bit. Might need to go a bit. I mean, not slow down at all. So yeah, good move. Where's that guy? I don't even see him. Oh, he's below me. Wow. Alright. Alright, let's set my altitude now to 8,000 feet for carrier. And let's set 250 knots. I'll maintain 250 for a little while because I don't want to bump into him. Oh, and I know. Wait. What I'm trying to say is that the oh my god, hold on. Redirect the carrier, please. There you go. What I said earlier just now when I was descending, of course there was a grammatical error for descent. Yeah, I didn't know which words to use. I mean, T or D. So yeah, whatever. Rip me. See, how far is he to me? If that is it's about 12 nautical miles away from me. Yeah, that KLM. Right, whatever. We'll descend straight to 3,000. There we go. It's quite perfect, I guess, for the descent rate of negative 1,100. Oh god, I didn't right click one more time. And looks like there's some flashing lights over there. I'm not sure whether it's thunderstorm or not, but either that or just texture error. So yeah. Can you spot that guy? It's about 15 nautical miles behind me, so it's pretty nice. And as for the Vietnam Airlines, it's pretty close to the KLM, so yep, if KLM does not vacate in time, I think the Vietnam Airlines have to go around. Yeah. Wow, is this guy trying to I'll just tell him. Oh no, man. I'll just tell him that you can use some websites. Alright. Hopefully I don't sound a bit rude from what I said there. So now let's just wait a bit. I guess about 17 to 18 nautical mile behind me, I think. So I'm pretty sure I'm a bit safe to reduce my speed to 240 now, because he's at 225 knots. So yeah. And is that him? Yeah, look at that. So it's him over there. I'm pretty sure it's that KLM. Not exactly sure, but because I can't really see. I'm pretty sure. At least what I see on vet testing is that KLM is in between me and the Vietnam. Yeah. So yeah. Wow, slow down to 230 now. Alright, pretty tense moment. And also just fun little fact, Jakarta is having approach and tower on tower and approach for Jakarta is online, so rip Denpasar, I guess, because we don't have anything in here, even though there's 3 planes arriving, and there was one who was departing, which is the Singapore 939, and yeah, no one came to control, so rip. Can't do anything about it because I'm pretty sure the controllers are not free. And what is that over there? 30/146. Right. I'm not really sure because I didn't see that or even pay attention to that before. So, oh, it's my landing speed. Ah, okay. Got it. So I don't have to refer to my FMC now. Okay. Pretty interesting. Let's turn you back on because I don't want you to disappear. To reduce our rate of descent to slow down even more because getting a little bit fast now. Can I still see that KLM? No, I think it's too much clouds for me to see. Just the scattered clouds that I was talking about earlier on. Yeah. Oh, rip, I guess. Alright, approaching 4,000 feet. There's no speed restrictions, so should be fine there. For our current gross rate is 223, so 222 should be fine for landing. For our estimated landing weight, at least. Let's see, what is the altitude of the KLM? I think he's at 3,000 already. Not sure whether I can really see it. Seems to be about 10 nautical miles behind me, so right, whatever. And we are not using the ILS once again because there's no ILS, so we will set you to 0 feet later on. And yeah, that's about it. So we will start to descend after we are at Delta 401, so we're there to 0 feet. We'll reduce to 200 yeah, sure, 200 knots. Flaps 1, Maybe we should try the co-pilot side again for landing. Not sure actually, I did it in the last video. So yeah. It's a bit risky. To say the least. Flaps 5. Right, let's go back into the cockpit. Set you to 0 feet now. And we will stay on the pilot side for now, actually. See how far is he from me. So he's still, it's a bit less than 10 nautical miles behind me now. Should be on the right of where I'm facing, but I can't see him because of all this clouds. Yeah, I still can't see him, whatever. Right, we'll start our descent now. 1000 feet per minute. And then pass the traffic. Do I say on finals? Whatever, on RNF09. I'm not sure whether I would say final or not, so yeah, whatever. So we will set our speed now to 180 knots.
2500.
Gears down. It'll be a bit of a fast approach because I need to maintain the speed to maintain the separation between me and KLM. Yep, the gears is fully down, and the airport should be in front of us. Yep, it's right there. And I still can't. The KLM is over there, so it's pretty nice. We'll be vacating to the let's see, to the left, if I'm correct. Yep, to the left. Set my speed, landing speed now of 146. Flaps 15. I don't mind. I was gonna say to reduce the landing speed, but it's alright, whatever. They should know that I will be changing my speed to however much I want, because I'm on RNF already, on RNF finals. So yeah. Seems like we have 1 white, 3 red. Rip me. And yeah, this is the explained forums Bali, so it looks decent. So yeah, whatever. Flaps 30, and we are approaching, so auto throttle goes off. We'll set to idle power
Approaching
first.
09.
Autopilot disconnect, plane is mine, and we will insert some power to stay afloat, because I'm definitely very low.
$500.
Still descending apparently. Can we stop our descent?
400. 400. Approaching minimums.
Right, can continue our descent now.
Minimums.
Continue.
300.
14 knot headwind. Alright, whatever. Bit to the left, definitely. Oh wow, my speed is
200.
insanely low.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
There we go, alright.
Don't sink.
Need some trims in.
100.
Trims.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Alright, that was a bad rudder movement, but alright, whatever. Reverses are green. And our landing time is 3:56 local time. or 1556 for those who want those kind of timing, and we'll vacate to the left over here on Delta. Flaps up and spoilers down, auto brakes off. Right. Vacate it. There we go. Right, we shall just set our parking brakes up here. There we go. Right, landing lights come off, strobe lights off, taxi lights on, anti-ice set to off, APU goes to on, transponder set to standby, and terrain radar goes off. And everything should be set. We will just park up at one of the gates to the left of me, just over there, and we'll watch the others land too. And I did forget to land with the co-pilot side, but it's alright. I didn't want to risk it, so whatever. Hey, I got a Discord message. Wow. Okay. Alright, whatever. I'll respond to it later on. It's his turn to shine now. It looks like a fast rate of descent to me. And he just plummets into the ground. Wow. Alright. So our landing speed by SimStall is -151. So key that in for mine. And yeah. Right, so we'll turn in with one of the gates up here. Alright, so we'll take that gate over there. Oh, that's stand over there. So yep. And we will replay the landing right now.
100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
And welcome back. Alright, so let us turn in stand 6 over here. And we are about 30 minutes late, so whatever. I mean, we are technically 30 minutes late at the departure point, so yeah. The real life flight was also late, and it departed, if I'm correct, earlier than me, but it still hasn't landed yet, so yeah, rip. Right, APU generators go off, the normal generators go off, and let's reduce our speed more. Runway turn off lights go off, taxi lights go off, and let's park out. Bit more, and parking brakes set. Alright, can cut our fuel flow. Beacon lights go off, ground handling common, and that's about it. So ground power comes on, passenger signs go off, and APU goes off, battery goes off, fuels go off, hydraulics go off, and bleeds, pressurizations, packs and trims, resucks, and cooling. And we shall wait for the Vietnam Airlines to land. Where is that Vietnam? He is landing, so his altitude is about less than 2,000. And yep, there we go, there he is. So wait for his landing before we end off. Meantime, I guess we can I can plan for my next flight. So we are currently situated at Indonesia, and could fly to Europe, or the I'm lucky even to like South America or something like that. But that's highly not possible. I don't know. It depends. So yeah, and maybe even to North America if that's possible. To like somewhere like San Fran, or I don't know. But the likely chances will be to the west, somewhere like Europe or something. Depends, but yeah. So Vietnam Airlines, whatever the flight number is, do us proud and end off with a good landing. You seem to be unstable. He's getting blown, of course. So rip him. Unless this runway is over here. So yeah, we'll just watch from here. And there he comes, landing to the right of the runway. But oh well. Has he landed? Oh, is he going around? Yeah, he's going around. Is he? Oh my god, this guy. What is this guy doing? Wow, he actually managed to get off the ground. Look at that. Well, he's going to go for a go around. But anyways, I'm not gonna stay here and wait for... Wow. This plane is just spawned here and just instantly wanted to push back. So, yeah, rip. That's 10-10 for you? Really? Wow, alright. Not a problem. The KLM has to watch out, so rip him, I guess, if he does not stop. Yep, the guy is going around. The winds are too heavy for him. Rip him, I guess. Yeah. I guess the KLM is turning into the stand right next to me, so yeah, whatever. This guy is gone. He is going towards Jakarta, so yeah. Alright, anyways, we'll just end off over here. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this flight, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care and goodbye.